Today, we're going to dive into an absolutely incredible story of scientific perseverance coming out of Brazil. Seriously, it's about a potential breakthrough for one of the most devastating medical conditions you can imagine, and the 30-year journey of a scientist who just, well, she refused to give up.
Now, this right here, this isn't science fiction. It's a real quote about a young man who was paralyzed after a car accident, and it is just one of the stunning results from a pilot study in Brazil that is getting people excited all over the world, and it's forcing us to ask, what did we really think was possible?
And the need for answers is it's urgent. According to the World Health Organization, every single year, up to 500,000 people suffer a spinal cord injury. Just think about that number. That's 500,000 lives changed in an instant. And it's this huge global problem that a team down in Rio de Janeiro has been working on for decades.
So, the big question, right? How is a recovery like this even possible? What is this treatment? And how in the world does it work? Well, to understand that, we first need to meet the person who made it all happen.
Because you see, every great discovery has a human story at its core. And this is the story of one researcher's relentless, decades-long quest for a solution that, honestly, a lot of people thought was impossible.
So, let me introduce you to Dr. Tatiana Sampaio. She's been in charge of her lab at the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro since 1997. That's right, for nearly 30 years, she has been the quiet, steady engine behind all this research. Her colleagues call her discreet and dedicated, a scientist who, despite all the pressure, just kept her head down and focused. All while, by the way, still finding time for her passions like samba and travel.
So what exactly did Dr. Sampaio and her team figure out? Okay, let's break down the science behind this potential therapy.
The breakthrough is all about a substance called polyolamin, and at its heart, it's a special kind of protein that comes from a pretty surprising source: donated human placentas. And because of that, it's actually incredibly low cost to produce. Its main job? To act like a guide, kind of like a biological roadmap for damaged neurons, coaxing them to grow and reconnect.
The best way to think about it is as a biological scaffold. See, when it's injected right at the site of a spinal cord injury, polylaminin creates this physical structure. It's like it builds a tiny bridge across the damaged area. And this bridge gives the severed nerve endings a path to follow, a real chance to find each other again and reconnect.
So the whole process is this mix of biology and just plain hard work. First, the polylaminin gets injected. Second, that scaffold starts to form. Third, the nerve cells, which are called axons, start growing along that new path. But, and this is a really crucial point, the treatment isn't some passive cure. It has to be paired with hours and hours of intensive physiotherapy every single day to really strengthen those new connections and get the most out of it.
This diagram here shows us what's happening on a microscopic level. The treatment helps create what scientists call an intermediate neuron bridging network. So in simple terms, that scaffold we were just talking about, it allows for a new neural relay station to get built right across the scar tissue, letting signals from the brain travel down the spinal cord once again.
Now look, a discovery like this does not happen overnight. The road to this breakthrough was a 30-year journey, and it was filled with challenges, with financial crises, and with moments where it looked like the whole thing might just end.
This timeline really shows you just how long and winding that road has been. The work started almost by chance back in 1997. It took more than a decade just to get to successful tests in dogs. Then, in 2015, a huge setback, before the first human tests finally started in 2018. It's really a testament to just how slow science can be when it doesn't have the resources it needs.
And this is one of the most dramatic parts of the whole story. In 2015, because of budget cuts, the university couldn't afford the $20,000 or so needed to keep the international patent. And to stop the Brazilian patent from expiring too, Dr. Sampaio paid the fees out of her own pocket. I mean, can you imagine an incredible personal sacrifice just to save her life's work?
The consequence of losing that international patent? It's immense. The technology is now basically in the public domain, so it's free for anyone in the world to develop. But it also means a potential loss of billions, with a B, billions of dollars in royalties for Brazil. Money that could have funded who knows how many other scientific projects.
But despite all those struggles, the research survived. So, let's get back to the results that have put this work on the global stage, and let's take a look at what's coming next.
The data from the pilot study is just so compelling. 75%, that's 3 out of every 4 patients treated, saw their injury classification improve.
Now, what that often means is going from a complete injury with no feeling or movement to an incomplete one. And for a patient, that is an absolutely life-changing step forward. And the results can be incredibly fast. In one case, a patient started to get movement back in their legs in just 15 days. Now, not every case is that quick, of course, but it just shows the potential of this treatment to kickstart that healing process.
So the path forward is now clear. It's officially approved with phase 1 clinical trials set for 2026. If those go well, the trials are going to expand a lot in the years after that. And here's what's truly exciting: the potential for this very same technology to be used for other neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
The success of this project makes its financial struggles even more jarring. This chart really puts it all in perspective. Brazil invests just 1.2% of its GDP in research and development. Compare that to a country like Israel, which invests over 4%. It's just a powerful reminder of how much potential could be unlocked with real, sustained investment in science.
So polylaminin really represents two incredible possibilities. For Brazil, if these results hold up, it could very well mean the country's first Nobel Prize in medicine. And for the world, it represents a low-cost, accessible treatment that could restore mobility to millions of people.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. The story of polyolamin is without a doubt a beacon of hope for a future that could be free from paralysis. But it's also a powerful warning, isn't it? It forces us to ask, how many other potential breakthroughs in Brazil and all around the world are we at risk of losing, simply because of a lack of support?